Hey everyone, today we have some fallout from Jesus' healing. Now, that day when the paralyzed man was healed was the Sabbath. The Jewish leaders said to the man who'd been healed, "It's a Sabbath, you aren't allowed to carry your mat." He answered, "The man who made me well said to me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" Well, they asked, "Who is this man who said this?" The man who had been cured didn't know who it was because Jesus had slipped away from the crowd gathered there. Later, Jesus found him in the temple and said, "See, you have been made well. Don't sin anymore in case something worse happens to you." The man went and proclaimed to the Jewish leaders that Jesus was the man who made him well. As a result, the Jewish leaders were harassing Jesus since he had done these things on the Sabbath. Jesus replied, "My Father is still working and I'm working too." For this reason, the Jewish leaders wanted to kill him even more, not only because he was breaking the Sabbath, but also because he called God his own Father, thereby making himself equal with God. So what is the work of God? What are we expected to do? Well, the first answer is obey God's commands. It's focused on what you should and shouldn't do, mostly things you shouldn't do. Don't drink, don't dance, don't associate with these type of people, don't have sex with whoever, fill in the blank. And in their case, don't do work on the Sabbath. Now, we love to bash these Pharisees, but it's a common legalistic attitude that we still get hung up on even all these years later. Now, a second answer to what God wants, what God's work is to bring wellness and life. In this story, it's Jesus healing someone, or earlier providing wine for a wedding. What brings life to those who are dying now? It's a little more complicated and complex than just a rule, but that is a question we should be thinking about. So, if we want to focus on that second answer of bringing life, so are there no rules? Well, no, it's not that simple. Boundaries can actually protect life. Think about the lines on the road when we drive. And boundaries can encourage growth. Think about, a garden box that's needed to help a plant grow better. It's really about priorities, which is what I think Jesus is challenging here. The work of God is bringing new life. And rules can be a means of helping that happen, but they in themselves are not the work of the Father. In fact, sometimes they become a distraction. Sabbath is a great example. Because what is more life-giving than true rest? Sometimes it is a grace to be told, take a break and enjoy what you've been given, without having to feel guilty that you're not maximizing every single minute and getting more done. But that kind of gift becomes a curse when it's made into a rigid rule. See, Jesus shows us the Father's priorities because he understands them better than anyone. So, will we follow his example, or will we keep killing those who are bringing unexpected life?